So hello everyone, and for the second video of this series, I would like to talk more about the references and also in-text citation. So how to do the references and also how to do in-text citation. And the practice, the how to say, suggested practices that I would recommend basically. So for us to do the references and in-text citation, first you will need to put your deep text references into this reference.bib file that is included in the template, and then you can insert the in-text citation by using the LaTeX software itself. So first of all, we will basically need to add references that we want to use into this reference.bib file. So here in the reference.bib file, when you open it, there is already some templates or some formatting on as a guideline for you to run as a guideline for you uh, on how to write the references. So what kind of information you will need to write in each of these column right here. And there is also for different type of references, like this for article, books, conferences, thesis, PhD, master, bachelor thesis, handbook, report, dataset, patterns, law and standard, and website. So this is the field that I think would be the more common or usual one. And of course, the most common one would probably be articles, conferences, books, and if possible, make sure it is minimum but website. So to learn how to actually include the references in this reference.bib file, I would use examples basically to show you guys how to do it either manually or through the website itself. And then uh, yeah, how continuing on to how to add the citation in the reference in the LaTeX part. So okay, so yeah, let's start by basically talk about how to insert the references. So let's say oh yeah, also you can do any modification to this reference.bib file. You can write anything here. Basically, you can write anything on your own, and this won't affect the bib file itself. If I mean, so far I never encountered any bug due to me writing anything here. But yeah, as soon as you write everything properly inside this kind of template, then you should be able to use the reference.bib file, without any issues, and you can do the in-text citation without any issue as well. So, okay, as an example, let's say you are now starting to find some references. You use Google Scholar, let's say you use Google Scholar to find some articles, and you found one article that you would like to maybe use. So let's see, maybe I go like one first, maybe. Okay, so maybe as an example, you found this article that you want to use. So basically, first thing first, you will need to, you know, if you want to do it manual way, then what you do is you copy this format down. Let's say I copy it down, or you can place it anywhere. You can directly use it below it. You just change the information. Also can, or you can, for what my practices, uh, for my own practices, I actually draw this line to separate them, and then I would put my references down here. So yeah, I will show you guys my own references later on. So okay, to oops, yeah. So for me, usually, if let's say I want to, well, okay. So let's say I want to, uh, wait, is this one an article? Oh yeah, this is an article. Oh yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so if let's say I want to manually type in all of the references information. Then what I do is first I will need to go and find out, I would need to type the author, basically just copy down the name. So Daniel E. Own Leary. Then the title of the article itself. So usually the title of the article is on top here. So artificial intelligence and big data. Then your journal title. So journal title is here. IEEE Intelligent Systems. So volume number, as you can see, volume 28, issue number 2, 28, issue number 2. You don't need to write the month, you just need the year. So year 2023, 2013. The start page is 96 to 99. So here you also write 96 to 99. And for the DOI, it will be this one. So copy, paste. That's all. So this is how you do the references. Then one last thing is this thing. So for every template or every formatting here, the first line is something that you should change accordingly. Basically, this is like a name for you to know that if you saw this name, then it's referring to these particular references. So for me as a practice, I usually like to write the name, the first name of the first author, followed by the year, so 2013. So this actually creates the name. This is actually represent this name actually represent the whole this article references. So this is how you actually manually write in the references if you want. Why you still need to know how to manually write it in is because sometimes you get the PDF, you don't have the references. So yes, you might need to write it in. So this is how you do it. Just change the information accordingly. Then of course, if you use this kind of website where it is, I would say, where this is the publication website, then most of the time they have this kind of site, this button. So what you can do is you can click it, you can go to bib text, and you can download it or just copy it in this case. Most of the time they will need you to download it. So in case that there is no copy button but there is download button, you just download it, open it, and what you do is you just copy and paste the whole thing down. You can also do that actually. So depends on which one you prefer. If you want to make it more organized, you can do it this way. If you want to just make it quick, you can just copy it down. Actually, copy, yeah, it's still the same. So copy and paste them, or you just download and yeah, same, copy and paste basically. So this is the two way that you can actually include the references in to the reference.bib file. So yeah, usually this is the way that you include it in, and yeah. So let's find references that have multiple authors, like this one. So there are multiple authors here, two authors basically. So here, of course, you can do the same. You can just cite this bib file, can copy it, and you can paste it in. That's easy. And oh, this is a proceeding. Is it a proceeding? It is a proceeding. Yeah, this one is proceeding, as you can see, because I would say this is conferences because you can see that it is, yeah, there is location information, but there is no volume and issue number information here. So here, this one, you will need to cite it in conferences style. So maybe I also do an example of it. So just copy this down. So for the name, oops, K-Y-E-R-S H-R-A-R-I. Okay, so yeah, this is what I want to talk about. So if you have more than one author, basically, so 2, 3, or any numbers of author, to separate between the name of the first and second author, you use, I mean, to separate the name within authors, you use and. So and mana three. Okay, so like that. So if let's say there's the third author here, so maybe there's third author, you still use and on both of them. So you use one and, you use two and if there is like third author basically. So maybe this is my name. So yeah. So you don't change this thing to, although yes, usually when we write references, the last yeah, IEEE style, you would do something like this. So comma, a comma, and the last person. In reference.bib file, what you do is you don't use comma at all. You just use and for all of them. First author and second author and third author, and if you have more, and author number 4. Basically like that. So this is the example for multiple authors. Basically, this is what I want to talk about. Then article titles, same. This is the whole thing. Yeah, good. So article titles here. Okay, so let's say I write it this way. IEEE standard review. Uh, Actually, design a vision for prioritizing human values. I would like to change this to word wrap. Thank you. Human well-being with artificial intelligence and autonomous system. Okay, so this is the title. So okay, in the title itself, yeah, maybe I will talk about it more. I will show you the example of what I'm going to talk about, and I will talk about it, of course. So I'm going to finish it first, maybe. So for the book title, you write in the conference title, basically. So 2017 IEEE Canada International Humanitarian Technology Conference. Yeah. And the city, state, and country, Toronto. I prefer not to write any short form if possible, because not everyone know all the short form. Ontario, Canada, for the year of 2017. Then the start and end. Yep, I will need to see the PDF itself. Your start is 179 and 197. The end is 201. 201. Then your DOI, not written here. Not written here. So the DOI is this one. And the name of your editor. So did they not write the editor anyway? There is no editor, which is weird for now. Let's see here. They should have editor. No. Okay. Good one. Okay, so So okay, I try to write everything down here, and from what I see here, there is no editor for this particular conferences, which is sort of a little weird in my opinion. So yeah, regardless, since there is no editor in the references, what you can do is just delete the editor tab. So you leave it empty, or you just delete whole thing, also works. But for me, I just leave it empty for now. And then for the name of my references, for these particular references, I will do the same thing for the name, which is the first name of the first author plus the year. So this is how I remember them. Okay, so yeah, the same, the two-way for you to add the references, you can either manually type it on your own, or you can also copy and paste it down here. So as you can, and if you see both of them, although both of them is slightly different on how we write them, it is still the same actually. But yeah, there is something that I would like to talk about when we do the in-text citation and references. So let's say when you write text, so here, and let's say you want to reference them. So these are the four references that I want to reference in this one sentence. So what I do is I go make sure that you save your reference.bib file first, so that when the LaTeX software read it, it will read the latest saved version. So let's say when if I want to add references here, what I do is I click on this insert citation. Then here, what you can see is you have a lot of name here. Basically, this name is referring to the first line of the text that you write for that particular references. So this 6547979 is referring to this thing because this is what uh, defaultly set by when you copy and paste it. This is the default naming for these particular references, and this one is the default naming for these particular references. So and then all of these is basically the template that I put here. So deal with it. If you don't delete the template, this will always be appearing in your citation basically. So yeah, here is what I write. So Daniel 2013 is referring to these particular references. Then the other one from 2017 is referring to these references. So as you can see, that is it. Then if I want to add it in, of course, let's say if I want to add four references in, I, what you people usually do is add all of these four references in directly like that. But this is actually a wrong way to do references. Uh, well, yes, this is the wrong way. Why? Because if you preview it, let us see. So there is an error. Uses undefined. What? Hold on. Let us see. Hold on a minute. So errors happens usually in LaTeX. You cannot avoid it. Mm, I did that error. Where is it? Huh. Yep. Mm, wait. I think I know where it's the error. But okay. So okay. So the error occurs somewhere here, which in my opinion, I'm not sure where does the error exactly occur. So yeah, if you want to use the copy and paste method, sometimes error occur. You might need to troubleshoot it on your own. And in this case, I'm not sure where might that happen. So sadly, yeah, it happens. Okay, in the case, so back to our things. Let's say these two references, I don't use them anymore. But okay, in our case, so basically, if you insert two in-text citation like this or more, what you would, yeah, what you would end up is something like this. So 1, comma 2 in the same square bracket. This is actually not the right way to do the IEEE references from what I know, because what you should do is you should write square bracket 1, comma square bracket 2. That should be the actual way of writing these references if you have two. So what to do is in one of these tabs, you can only put one of the references. Then you manually comma them and add another insert citation, add the second one in. Like that, you would then successfully create the actual correct way of making the references are basically the in-text citation. So this is how you add in-text citation after you add the references in your reference.bib text. So yeah, just a quick recap for now. Add the references either manually or through copy and pasting. But copy and pasting might result in some errors, so yeah, might need to debug it afterward. But for me, I do manual writing style. So after that, what you do is if you want to use the references, uh, click on the places that you want to add the references, click insert citation, and yeah, click on the citation, one of the citation that you want to use, click add, click apply, and there will be a citation. So in case there is 3 citation, because yeah, I would say you have a few situations. One is that you only have 1 citation on that one particular sentence, so this will do. If you have 2 citation, consecutive or not, you can do like this, 1, 2, or maybe let's say 1, 3. So in different sentence, I mean, yeah. So if you have 2 references, just use a comma, you can solve all the problem. If you have 3 consecutive references, so let's say you have 1, 2, and 3, normally we don't write 1, 2, and 3. We write 1/3, right? So if let's say this sentence, I have 3 references, what to do? So let's say I have 1 references that I want to add in the middle. So I want to add just a random references. Okay. So here, just a random references. So if you were to generate it, you will have 1, 2, 3 appearing. So what to do is basically, yeah, you have 1, 2, 3 appearing. So what to do to convert it to 1/3 is you will need to first convert all of the references in the middle into add to bibliography only, like that. Then you just insert a slash in between the first and the last references, anywhere one of them. And yeah, that is how you do referencing for multiple consecutive references. So if let's say you have combination of either case, maybe you have references 1, references 3, references and 4 to references 6. So references is something that you still need to deal on your own in your report writing. But yeah, this is how like commonly you need to write the references. So if you have this kind of like you use 1, 3, 4 to 6, you need to write it this way. So yeah, it's good if you are able to keep track of your references. So good luck on that. This is the right way to write the references. Then of course, if you have done your references, you also need to make sure your citation is correct. I mean, your citation, your references list is correct. So yeah. So yeah, if you have done your in-text citation, you also need to make sure your references is correct. So based on here, you can see the first one, I see no problem. Uh, yeah, at least for now, I see no problem with it. So good job. The second one is when, okay, the second one is a dummy, which is this template book. So it should not be anything appropriate, just leave it. The third one, let's see. Yeah, the third one. So the third one here, as you can see, hmm, did this thing formatted correctly? Yes. Okay, that was weird. This is weird. Oh wait. Oh no, 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 wait. This is correct. Yeah, this is correct because yeah, Chinese name usually they would do this in Chinese name. Yeah, so this is correct. Yeah, but yeah, it's okay. So yeah, okay. So the name sense, at least the first two name is correct already. Then okay, the issue here that I want to talk about is this thing. So inside this title, if you still remember the actual paper itself as well, IEEE is all big, I mean all capital letter. The first E for this article is also a capital letter, and the A is capital letter, which is automatically correct here, but this IEEE and this E is not capital letter, and I make a typo mistake here. Yeah, I made a typo mistake in the technology part, so this is my own mistake. But the key point is you want this IEEE and this E and this A actually to be always in capital letter form. Even though you write here in capital letter, it will still generate lowercase. So how to make sure it always generate capital letter is you put a set of curly bracket on the text that you want to make sure them to be capital letter. So this IEEE, this E, and also this A. So if I close it and make sure to save your reference.bib file again and generate it again. So if I do that, as you can see, your IEEE is now in capital letter, your E is now in capital letter, and your A is now in capital letter. So yeah, this is how you basically ensure that your that the text that you want to be always in capital letter is in this form basically. So yeah, that is to make sure that it is in capital letter. Then let's talk about more things that you might occur when you do citation. Basically, let's see. So, okay, one of the situation when you do citation that you might face is sometimes the author name has some weird symbol, as in maybe you know some other name there is like A with double dot. Yeah. So maybe in some cases, one of the other name or maybe my name has like A with this double dot. So you cannot really write the A with the double dot inside here. So how should you write it? Is you can refer to the link that I will later on put in the description. Scroll it down, and you will yeah, you can see this escape code. Basically, this is how you can put any special characters onto the alphabet. So, for example, let's say I want to make my name, the A here, have double dot in. So what I do is to insert double dot, you will need to use this format. So you will do slash double dot curly bracket the A basically. So here, if I were to save the reference.bib file and generate it again, you can then see my name here, there is a double dot in the A. So similar to any kind of special character that you want to make, this is the list that you can refer to. Of course, there is this disclaimer: current version of LaTeX do not need this anymore, and in fact may crash with some errors. But at least for me, from what I use up until today, there is no crashes happening. I mean, there is no error, there is no crash in my case. So yeah, this is what I do for now. There is an alternative here, but yeah, since this method still works for me for this template basically, so I keep using this one for now. Okay, so that one is when your author name has some special characters. Then sometimes your journal have the symbol ends. Let's say this journal had the symbol of an intelligent system and maybe data, I don't know. Okay, so there is a symbol end here. So if I were to save it first and then generate it, oh no, I already generated it. Okay, generate it. Yeah, as you can see, there is error with the character and in your reference.bib file. So in this end, if you want to use the and here, I mean, yes, you can change it to and as in the word, but usually in journal, we don't change any symbols. Even symbols, we don't change in journal naming. So if possible, you want to keep the and. So how to do it? You just put the curly bracket and also a slash symbol here. These will basically make sure that the and will still exist. So yeah, generate it again for a while, and yeah, you can see the and is successfully generated without any errors. So this is the few kind of situation that you might face. You might your journal might have the and symbol. You might need to do this if the author has some weird special symbols, special characters, that you need to use the escape code here to insert the special character manually. And what is, let's think about it. So this is the two situations that you might most likely face. And let's see, yeah, if let's say, okay, this is just personal suggestion. If possible, put DOI in all of your references, because this is actually a way for us to uh, easily find back your references. If there is no DOI, because sometimes some journals or conferences or usually books don't have DOI, if they have ISSN or ISBN, you can change this DOI into either one of them, so ISSN or ISBN. Then you write down the uh, ISSN or ISBN code here lah. So personal recommendation, if there is DOI, you can put DOI. If there is no DOI, use either ISSN or ISBN. If both of them, I mean all of them does not exist, then yeah, just leave it empty, basically. If all of them does not exist, if they exist, then possibly use DOI first. If not, ISN, ISBN. This is good practices in references, basically. Then that is actually almost all of it. For yeah, with that, I think it is safe to say that you should be able to do articles, book, conferences, uh, references already. For PhD and master and bachelor references, also the same way. The name, you use and to differentiate them. I mean, to differentiate between them. The title, I mean, yeah, just copy down the title of the thesis, the department and university, uh, find it appropriately, state, country, year, same. Here, the type, you don't go and change it. So this is for PhD thesis, then this is what we call as PhD dissertation. For master is master, this is For bachelor, it's bachelor thesis. So here is usually you don't change anything for these three. Then for the handbook, yeah, all of this is quite special, I would say. So let's go through them basically, I guess. Go through them a bit. So yeah, the name, you can change it to any name that you want. So yeah, just use it. And here, okay, so if your handbook is got some authors, you can write the author names, but sometimes handbook is published by companies. So if your handbook is published by company, then you don't write the author name because you don't have the author name. But instead, what you do is, yeah, you just delete the author name, delete this all, and here actually there's an additional curly bracket already. You don't delete the curly bracket, but instead you just change it. So you change the company name, maybe ABC company, the city of the city of the company, the state of the company, the country and the company. So change it appropriately, but don't delete the additional curly bracket here that I put. Then the title of the handbook, the edition, if there is available. If there is no edition, then you just leave it blank. Then the year of the publication. For report, also the same. The company name, the city, the state, the country. This is the report number. So yeah, just change it to whatever report number format that they use for that particular report lah, and the year. Then data set, yeah, data set, the name. So if there is also published by company, then you just of course change this to the company format as well with the additional curly bracket. The title here for the month, if you see month, use the 3 letters month short form to write. So let's say February FEB, for March MAR, for September SEP. So things like that. So that is for the month. Then the day is just normal way, like numbers, digit only. Years also the same. Distributed by, you don't delete it, but instead you write down the company again if one of these is really company. I mean, if you don't have the authors of the data set, then you just write the company again. This one, if there is DOI on the data set, you can put the DOI. If there is no DOI and you get it from a website, yeah, if there is DOI, then just delete this and just replace the DOI. If there is no DOI but you get it from a website, what you do is you delete all of them, then you replace the URL, this URL with the website that you refer the data set to, basically just like that. For pattern, quite straightforward, I would say. So yeah, this is the pattern number, the month, day, and year of the publication, the author of the pattern, the pattern title. For the law, even straightforward, the law titles, the numbers, the company or the organization, basically the organization that published this particular law or standard, the state, country, and the year. And for website, also the same. So if there is author on that website, you can use this. If there is no author on this website, you can use, let's say, for this particular website, probably Wikibooks, or I usually go down. Yeah, there's no copyright symbol here because yeah, it makes sense. There's no copyright here because this is I would say, yeah, Creative Commons attribute license, so there's no copyright actually. But if you want to cite it, then let's say this is Wikibook, probably the website name. So Wikibooks. So yeah, don't delete the extra curly bracket. Then the title, maybe I can write LaTeX / special characters. And then access. This is the month, day, and year for today that you access it. So 11 September, is it? Wait, no, November. Wait, is it? Yeah, November, December, November. NOV, day is 9, here is 2024 online. this is the format, so don't delete it. Online available, this is the format as well, don't delete it. And then URL, so this special character, I mean this website link here. So this is how you actually use the template basically. So I think I have covered sufficiently enough. I have run down on how to use my template basically, and also show some example on the commonly used one actually on the articles and on proceeding or conferences. So hopefully this can help you on, this can help you as a guide, serve as a guide already for you to do the references, and then save it as usual and do the insert citation. So basically hopefully that helps. And this will be all for the second video. Thank you.